Welcome back to Car Drive Next, where passion meets precision, and today we've got something truly special. This is the brand new 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, the ultimate evolution of Porsche's SUV performance icon. For years, the Cayenne has stood as the model that dared to combine the utility of a large family vehicle with the heart and soul of a true sports car. And now, in 2026, Porsche has taken everything we knew about the Cayenne Turbo GT and turned the dial past 10. Today we're going to dive deep into the details of its design, interior, performance, pricing, and what makes this beast such a unique proposition in the luxury SUV market. As the car sits parked on a cliffside viewpoint, the camera glides closer to the front, capturing the aggressive new fascia. The 2026 Cayenne Turbo GT introduces subtle but purposeful changes up front. The LED matrix headlights, now slimmer and more angular, are framed by a wider and more assertive grille design. Air intakes are larger, more sculpted, not just for show but to keep the uprated V8 cool under pressure. Porsche has given this model a revised carbon fiber front lip that sits lower than before, emphasizing the car's athletic stance. Every line here screams performance, but in that very Porsche way, sharp without excess, aggressive but still elegant. The Porsche crest proudly sits on the sculpted hood, reminding us that this isn't just another SUV, it's a continuation of a legacy that blends motorsport DNA with everyday usability. The camera transitions to a slow-motion shot along the side profile as the SUV rolls forward. Here, the Cayenne Turbo GT's coupe-inspired roofline takes center stage. Porsche has doubled down on aerodynamics, lowering the roof slightly and reshaping the rear pillars to allow smoother airflow. The wheels are massive 23-inch lightweight alloys wrapped in high-performance Pirelli P0 Corsa tires, custom developed for this very model. Yellow carbon ceramic brake calipers peek through the spokes, reminding anyone who looks that this isn't just about going fast but also stopping with unmatched precision. The side skirts are made of carbon fiber, and the wheel arches are painted in body color to give the SUV a slimmer, more athletic look. From this angle, you can see the subtle coupe-like silhouette that separates the Turbo GT from other Cayenne. It's muscular without being bulky, sleek without sacrificing presence. Moving to the rear, the design is pure drama. A sweeping LED light bar runs across the width, now thinner and more crisp in its signature illumination. The roofline tapers down into an active rear spoiler that extends at speed, improving downforce and stability. But what really dominates the back is the titanium sports exhaust system, now with quad-oval tips finished in black. This isn't just a design flourish, this exhaust sings with an unmistakable Porsche soundtrack, a mix of thunderous growl and razor-sharp crackles on overrun. The diffuser is more pronounced, carved in carbon fiber, hinting at the raw power that lies beneath. Every angle of this rear end communicates one message: this SUV doesn't just want to be admired in a parking lot, it wants to be unleashed on a racetrack. Opening the driver's door reveals an interior that balances luxury with motorsport inspiration. Porsche has outfitted the 2026 Cayenne Turbo GT with Alcantara across the steering wheel, door panels, and roof lining, providing that tactile motorsport feel. The seats are heavily bolstered sport buckets, wrapped in a combination of leather and Alcantara, stitched with contrasting accents in Arctic grey or racing yellow. These seats don't just hold you in place, they make you feel like part of the machine. The dashboard features Porsche's latest fully digital curved display, seamlessly integrated behind a glass panel, offering reconfigurable layouts for navigation, performance data, and driver assistance systems. A passenger side screen is now available, letting your co-driver interact with media or navigation without distracting the driver. The center console is minimalistic yet high-tech, with a refined gear selector, touch-sensitive controls, and a crystal-clear 12.6-inch infotainment system supporting wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Porsche's own performance telemetry suite. Add in a Burmester 3D sound system and you have an interior that blends concert hall audio with cockpit precision. From behind the wheel, the Cayenne Turbo GT feels familiar yet futuristic. Porsche's steering wheel remains compact and intuitive, with drive mode selectors and paddle shifters perfectly positioned. The driving position is low for an SUV, almost coupe-like, giving the driver a sense of control and connection. Visibility is excellent, and materials feel top-class everywhere you touch. Unlike some performance SUVs that sacrifice comfort for sportiness, the Cayenne Turbo GT manages to offer daily usability. Rear passengers get generously groomed, and the cargo area, despite the coupe roofline, still provides plenty of space for weekend getaways. This balance between practicality and high performance is part of what makes the Turbo GT so special. But now comes the heart of the matter: performance. Underneath the hood lies Porsche's 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, extensively reworked for 2026. Power output now rises to a staggering 680 horsepower and 665 pound-feet of torque, figures that launch this SUV into the stratosphere of performance. Mated to an 8-speed Tiptronic S automatic transmission and Porsche's advanced all-wheel drive system, the Cayenne Turbo GT rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds, quicker than many supercars. Top speed, an incredible 189 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest SUVs on the planet. Handling is where Porsche sets itself apart. The Turbo GT comes standard with adaptive air suspension, active anti-roll stabilization, and rear axle steering, all tuned specifically for high-performance driving. Porsche's engineers have worked tirelessly on the Nürburgring to fine-tune the dynamics, and it shows. The car feels planted, agile, and shockingly responsive for something weighing over 2 tons. Take it into tight corners and it shrinks around you, behaving more like a 911 than an SUV. Braking performance from the massive carbon ceramic brakes is equally jaw-dropping, providing fade-free confidence lap after lap. Whether you're carving up canyon roads, hitting the track, or simply cruising on a highway, the Cayenne Turbo GT adapts, blending ferocity with refinement. Of course, with all this performance and luxury comes a price tag that reflects Porsche's positioning at the very top of the SUV game. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT starts at around $195,000 in the United States, before options. Add premium paints, interior packages, carbon fiber details, and that Burmester sound system, and you could easily spec one to over $215,000. Yes, it's a serious investment. But for those who want the ultimate performance SUV, one that merges the practicality of a daily driver with the thrills of a sports car, the Cayenne Turbo GT is unmatched. The camera now returns to rolling shots of the SUV cruising through city streets, then back onto open mountain roads, exhaust notes echoing off rock walls. The voiceover grows reflective as the video approaches its close. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT isn't just another luxury SUV, it's a statement of what's possible when engineering obsession meets design excellence. It proves that an SUV doesn't have to compromise between speed, style, and usability. Porsche has taken everything we've loved about the Cayenne and distilled it into this ultimate expression of performance. It's fast, it's beautiful, it's practical, and most importantly, it makes you feel alive behind the wheel. As we wrap up this review, the question isn't whether the Cayenne Turbo GT is worth its price tag. The question is whether anything else in this segment can even come close. For now, Porsche's ultimate SUV remains in a league of its own. The camera fades to black with the Car Drive Next logo, and the voiceover leaves one last thought. Thanks for joining us on this in-depth review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next drive. Until then, this is Car Drive Next, signing off, and we'll see you on the road.